There is one unforgettable moment in BTS history that ARMY will never forget, when Jimin arrived late during the filming of the Dynamite music video. Although it seemed simple, the incident carried so many layers of meaning that reflect the complex dynamics between Jimin and Jungkook. Namjoon welcomed him with his usual joke, "The star has arrived," while the other members were waiting to start filming. However, the most memorable part was Jungkook's sharp yet warm comment, "Do you think just because you're cute, everything can be forgiven?" At first glance, it sounded like a scolding, but the line actually hinted at an acknowledgement of Jimin's charm. It wasn't the first time Jungkook had mentioned Jimin's allure, and the tone he used was not harsh, but rather annoyed in an affectionate way. Jungkook could have chosen a harsher or more sarcastic tone, but he opted for one that was gentle, even sweet. This is where we see how intricate yet close their relationship is, a mixture of annoyance, care, and deep emotional connection. At that time, Jimin was enjoying a plain piece of bread. Jungkook approached, saw it, and with a firm tone said, "Why didn't you put anything on it? Put butter on it." The comment seemed trivial, but his tone revealed deep concern. And how did Jimin respond? Calm, relaxed, and composed, he simply asked, "Why are you angry?" A simple question that showed emotional maturity and a serene demeanor, which has become one of his trademarks. This contrast between Jungkook's soft anger and Jimin's calm wisdom brought their dynamic to life in such a vivid way. Jungkook could have taken another piece of bread, but he chose to tell Jimin to add butter, as if he wanted to share that breakfast moment with him. This small interaction became a window into how comfortable they are with each other. There was no serious tension, only closeness that allows honest expression without fear of being misunderstood. We're reminded of their closeness again in the first season of Voyage. In one episode, the members were out walking, and J-Hope jokingly asked, "Why is Jimin taking so long?" Jungkook, who didn't seem in the mood, turned to look at Jimin and quietly said, "He drives me crazy." That line could mean frustration, but it might also reflect a kind of admiration or fascination. From there, an inside joke was born. "I'm Jimin and G today," used to describe someone who's late. A joke that could only come from a bond built on deep affection. In one episode of Run BTS, Jimin was tasked with creating a flower arrangement inside a crystal ball, a task that instantly reminded RM of the Serendipity music video, where Jimin appeared from a crystal sphere. When RM brought it up, Jimin looked confused and asked, "What are you talking about?" Jungkook, who had been observing quietly, tapped Jimin with a leaf and said gently, "How can you not remember?" This moment wasn't just funny. It showed Jungkook's attention to small details related to Jimin. He wasn't just a coworker, but someone who helped preserve their shared memories. There's also a legendary moment from a V Live where Jimin suddenly stood up and said, "I'm leaving now." Jungkook immediately stopped him and asked, "Where are you going?" What followed was even more surprising. "Oh, you're leaving? Well, then I think I'll post this photo." A seemingly casual statement that made Jimin pause. What was in that photo? Why did it make Jimin change his mind? Jungkook knew the power of memories, a single moment that could change someone's decision. His satisfied expression showed he knew exactly how to keep Jimin around. During a boat trip in Voyage, the members were talking about dolphins. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew Jimin's towel into the water, prompting the tour guide to dive in after it. But the highlight of the moment was Jungkook's reaction. Amidst the chaos, he called out, "Jimire," a spontaneous yet revealing cry of concern. In that instant, Jungkook took on a protective, almost authoritative role, while Jimin was caught in a slightly embarrassing situation. In the DNI episode, as the members were reviewing their footage, everyone was laughing and enjoying themselves. But Jungkook said to Jimin, "Why are you flirting so much? I don't approve of this." A line that stood out for its uniqueness, showing how Jungkook, usually calm, can reveal a protective and serious side when it comes to Jimin. Jimin, on the other hand, seemed to enjoy the interaction, while the other members' laughter added a layer of camaraderie, highlighting the unique bond they all share. And how could we forget the moment between Jimin and Jungkook during the unboxing of the B album? J-Hope, Jimin, and Jungkook were looking through the album photos when they came across one showing Jimin's bare shoulder. J-Hope pointed out how good Jimin looked, and Jungkook, in a gesture that seemed part joke, part admiration, lightly tapped Jimin on the shoulder. These small interactions reflect their closeness. The way they act around each other in such casual settings reveals their natural dynamic. Nothing feels staged. It's all real, all heartfelt. These achievements aren't just numbers. They represent dedication, hard work, and the love they pour into their music. ARMY's support fuels their growth and helps them reach greater heights. By supporting them, we aren't just cheering on two great artists. We're celebrating the bond between them, a bond that makes us laugh, cry, and feel closer as fans. Jimin and Jungkook are not just friends or colleagues. They are a reflection of friendship forged through time, challenges, and shared success. That's why every little moment between them feels so monumental to us. And we will keep waiting for more moments to come, because their story is far from over.